Welcome back, one and all. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Tyranny. Where we left off last time, we were doing some shopping and doing some skill ups and stuff before heading off to Trapper's Junction, I believe is where we are supposed to go next. So we're going to go there right now. I'll show you some of the spells I've made for our characters, because I have changed them up a little bit. You saw most of Lantry's spells, so you know all of them already, actually. But Siren spells, I'll show you what I put on her. She's kind of a buffer slash DPS now. She also has her songs, so that's important to note as well. But she does have some weapon buff spells for our more DPS-oriented melee characters. Basically, our main character is primarily what I want her to be using her magic on. So she is using, well, she has all of her songs, of course. And then she also has Crag Weapon, which is 22% crush damage on hit. She has Ignite Brand, which is 30% fire damage on hit. And that's it, so there's those two, I think. Was there any more? No. Shattered Stone is their per encounter ability. I'm actually going to talk to Lantry really quickly here. I know it seems like a weird time, but he has something that we want, and I didn't get it before.
That's twice now. By Kyros's icy nevers, twice! Edicts have been broken before, but never in all my many years have I heard of one person doing it twice.
Maybe later I'll slay an Archon. Still planning my day.
I think that's a jest. But others will see your actions and assume you're capable of just about anything. Especially slaying an Archon.
I wasn't joking. So what's on your mind? Did you want to discuss matters of the present, or would you prefer a more scholarly rant? I got some questions for you.
Nothing if not a semi-reliable font of knowledge. What did you want to discuss?
Arcane matters.
And I'd be happy to oblige. Ever since the fall of the Vellum Citadel, it is hard to find someone with whom I can discuss such things.
What do you know of spellcraft?
I've forgotten more than most blood chanters have ever learned.
Is that so? Then let's talk about it, Lantry. What do you know? The knowledge isn't doing any good locked up in that impressive brain of yours. Tell me what you know, Lantry. What secrets do you know?
Siren rocks her head from side to side, like a snake in front of its prey as she speaks. Her voice takes on a strange melodic quality.
Well, where to start? There's the secret as to how to perfectly roast pheasant.
Lantry jabs a finger in the air in excitement as Siren rolls her eyes.
Cooking, you see, is like magic. Instead of sigilant shapes, think of them as your basic food solids and more ethereal spices. And so I told him, no, you fool, you can't try to form two shapes into one spell, round and straight. Don't make a corkscrew. What a novice mistake. And so I argued it seemed more likely the Scourges are trying to eat us, not mate with us. Wait, how'd I get on this topic?
Yeah, serves me right for asking.
Kinda.
What do you want to know?
What can you tell me of signing, or no, what sort of magic did the sages teach? Oh no, can you teach me anything? That's what I want.
I probably should have shown you how to mend wounds sooner. If you have a moment, I can show you the healing sigil I was trained to use.
Yes. Rummaging through his satchels, the sage produces a long quill and crumpled piece of parchment. With 7 quick strokes of the quill, he inks a pattern on the page. We'll start with the first principles. When mending wounds and easing pain, we invoke the magic of the orphan midwife, Archon of Rebirth. By invoking her sigil, we channel her mastery, however briefly, into our hands. Now trace the sigil, following the lines in the order I sketched them. Follow the instructions. Since this isn't your first cantrip, I'll move a little quickly, but I think you can keep up. Lantry walks you through countless repetitions of the signing the mystic sigil. For hours you wave your hand in the air to no effect, until at last you sign the pattern in the air and feel a rush of power through your veins. There we go. We got 5 life control skill ranks. And what sort of magics? Sage Sindon tutored me in the traditional sigils, preservation, concealment, and healing, as derived from the bygone archons of Theravis, Fading Wrath, and Orphan Midwife. The preservation magic is largely functional, sealing our parchment, binding books, that sort of thing. All of us chroniclers learn concealment magic, as our ideal method would be to study events without contaminating the decisions being made. As for healing magic, Many of us modern sages study this a great deal. The school has a shoddy reputation among the common folk. I figure if they knew us as healers and caregivers, maybe we'd have to start changing opinions. Healing, now that's a noble craft to study. Give me the thing. Did we already get the sigil? I guess we probably did. I'm just gonna jump through. That's all. Let's check if we have the healing sigil now. Yeah, we go. We have the sigil of life. So we are gonna grab that on her as well. So if we go to our spells... Oh, she has no slots left. Crag weapon, fire weapon. Oh, I have unsettled core as well. I just didn't put it on our quick bar. We should upgrade his life magic to start with, because his restoring touch is basic. It's the very basic one. Let's give it strength. We're going to give it reach. We're going to give it faster cooldown. And we can't give it anything else. But we can change the expressions, so let's see what we can do. So we're going to update it. It's 75 lore now, but what else can we do? Healing wisps. Tiny bolts of life energy that restore a large amount of health to the target. Why don't we have that, you ask? Good question. I don't know. That's guidance. I'm actually, I think, going to get rid of his frost weapon. Or his concussive bolt, actually. What's the other expression? Healing aura. That sounds awesome. Let's do that. So we're going to make it good. 3% health, as opposed to... It didn't change it. So what's the point? We can make it longer, which doesn't really help us. We could make it faster to recover, which doesn't actually help us all that much, but we should put something on it. It's got a 2-meter radius, so it's relatively close. I guess we could make it faster. What's its cooldown? Where's the cooldown? There it is. So 118. It only does it for 30 seconds, so it could be up half the time. You know, I think the other one might be better. The healing wisps. Let's up their healing amount. Although it doesn't seem to do anything, so let's not do that one. We'll give it range. We'll give it faster recovery. We're going to give it chain ability, because that's amazing. What's this do? Oh, it jumps. It pierces through people, but we have the jump ability, so that's fine. That's going to be it. Alright, we'll assign it to you. We'll get rid of our concussive bolt, since we don't use it too often. And that's going to be that. We should probably give healing to somebody else as well. We can make it 90 and give one to her. How often are we going to use that crushing thing? Probably never. There we go. Alright, we have 2 sort of healers now. Now we can move on with our actual story. I forgot to do that earlier. Looks like some bad things have happened here. There's dead people all around. You spot a soldier lying in a slump. Through the mud and blood caked on his tattered garb, you can make out the colors and the insignia of the Unbroken. He fights through the pain with each of his ragged breaths. As you approach, he shifts his head slightly towards you, but does not appear with the strength to look up. So this is it then. Just kill me quickly. I'm in no state to continue on like this. His forced smile sends a trickle of blood out the side of his mouth. Do you need aid? I could dress his wounds. How very optimistic of you, but his wounds are too severe. I could attempt a healing spell, but I fear it would merely prolong his pain and give him a little more than false hope. Too late, I'm afraid, but I appreciate the offer. The best of me has already leaked out and soaked into the mud. What happened here? A battle from the looks of it. He turns to the wind and sniffs. Not a terribly impressive one, but a bloody one. He raises a hand and takes a look at you while wincing. The Scarlet Chorus, they've been driving us across this wasteland, pressing their attack at every turn. Looks like they finally got us cornered in this pass. I was part of the first line of defense. When my comrades got wiped out, the chorus went on through. I thought myself lucky they didn't check for survivors. After a few hours, I started to change my mind. His wry smile quickly turns into a wince of pain. I have pressing questions. He coughs up a gob of blood and looks at it with bemusement. I don't have much time to regale you with tales of stalwart history, I'm afraid. I'd rather spend these last moments remembering the true color of the sky. He focuses up at the dirty wall of storm clouds overhead. I suppose I should leave you be then. The man bursts into a coughing fit, and an ugly torrent of blood splurts from his mouth. His gasping for air turns into gurgling as he finally slumps over and stops moving entirely. Oh, poor guy. Do you think he'll drop loot? Well, that's stupid. If he's gonna die, he could at least drop something for us. So ruthless. Oh well. Let's go grab
Hold
this and this.
Moving cautiously.
There's a lot of dead bodies here. So there's some Scarlet Chorus up here. These rock spires seem to have risen so suddenly and violently that weapons and armor were pierced straight through. It's kind of hard to pierce a weapon, in all honesty. Oh, we're in the middle of the two encampments. I see.
You see what I see?
Oh! Shit. Oh, there's a second encampment there. Okay. 1 second. Oh, I thought I didn't think I'd get my microwave, or bleh. Getting sick. Leave me alone. I'm getting. I didn't get the microphone out of the way in time. Sorry. So there are several groups. What's down here? Wow, that dude just got pierced right through.
Hold up. There's something there.
There are a lot of Scarlet Chorus in this area. Okay. I guess we should go camp by camp. Let's first go to the Unbroken. Hey guys. Guarding the entrance to a makeshift encampment, an Unbroken warrior stands sentry with thick lines of exhaustion under her eyes. Streaks of sand and rust cover her worn armor and weathered skin. Who treads on Unbroken lands? The guard's voice trembles with fatigue. Everyone who comes to Trapper's Junction these days is involved with the war somehow. State your intentions. I'm not above killing you just to be safe. The soldier glares at you with intensity and purpose. Come to aid the Unbroken. A lackey of Kairos turning coat? Her tired grip tightens around her weapon. I'll believe it when the Scarlet Chorus conscripts with a please and thank you, I will. Somebody's coming to talk. Matthias. The Unbroken fighter looks pale and worn. His demeanor has begun to show the horrors he's witnessed, but he wears every scar and concerned twitch with a veteran's dignity. Matthias, captain of these troops here in Trapper's Junction, and to the whole of the Unbroken. Captain of what's left of us anyways. I've buried a lot of good soldiers over the last fortnight, and you can hardly consider this our full strength. He looks back at his camp with evident doubt. I've been in the storms too long to hear much news from outside of it, but word of mouth has clued me into your features, Fatebinder. He nods. I'm a little preoccupied dealing with Kairos' armies to deal with Kairos' dignitaries, if you don't mind. The Scarlet Chorus are giving me a headache of an edict-like proportions. He speaks like he's highborn, Barik mutters to you. Cousin to our regent, maybe? Weak blood. Might be intelligent, but clearly his spine is given out under the pressures of war. What seems to be the problem? He releases a heavy sigh. 1 second, I have to cough. My apologies. The Scarlet Chorus have run us ragged, chasing our small unit across the Blade Grave so that they can conscript us into their gang. We could fight them off at our peak strength, but we spent ourselves ambushing the disfavored patrols. We may not be as strong as we were in days past, but we can still put up a good fight. My only fear is that our next will be our last, that our days are numbered. Much as I hate it, it's starting to look like conscripting with the chorus is our only chance of survival. I'd like to discuss this further, preventing you from making a huge mistake. He offers you a tired, welcoming smile. I'm afraid you'll find no shortage of like-minded company among my soldiers. To their credit, they want to keep this fight going to the bitter end, and to their ears, mine is the voice of unreason. He moves to return to camp and waves you inside. Enter freely. He pauses and glances over his shoulder, a momentary gleam of hope in his eyes. Come speak to me in private when you have a moment. Your coming here might be useful. Can we come in now, soldiers? Watch yourself. They're telling us to check ourselves. I'm gonna steal your supplies. Apparently I'm a jerk. Everyone get in the camp.
Time to lighten
And
my
do it
step.
stealthily so we can check for hidden items. Nothing there. That looks like
Quite
crap.
down.
Spotted something.
Traps are sometimes visible in the sand, but not always. It seems a little hit and miss whether or not you see them. Okay. So Irentis is here, and Matthias. Ooh. An iron Katar. It is bad. Anything in there? Not a lot. There's only like... oh, our options are limited. Or don't you understand that? Matthias stands before an equally impressive warrior. Both appear to be almost near blows, caught in a heated debate. Only limited by your short-mindedness, the other warrior turns to you and glares. And now you dare welcome to a Fatebinder into our midst? Arentis, charmed, I'm sure. He spits at your feet and steps forward, taking a challenging stance against Matthias. Have you already sold out our brethren to Kairos' lapdogs? Is everyone in the tiers always disagreeable and confrontational? Is comparing the size of your sword just the way you pass time out here? So I wonder if they even have time to breathe. What would you have me do, Arentis? Send our weak and wounded into slaughter again? His outburst echoes off the canyon walls. Should we send our children next? How much of our blood must be spilled before this rebellion is satisfied? Nothing I've seen here leads me to believe that you're as beaten as you say. Truth from the mouth of a Fatebinder. I never might have expected it. You see, Matthias, even this invader representing a perversion of justice sees the matter more clearly than you. How many enemies must we collect? Our goal has always been to take back Sentinel, stand, and kill the last regent, and end this blasted edict. Impossible tasks by any standard. Losing his composure, Matthias grabs a handful of windborne rust and hurls it to the ground. This is no time to lose control of yourself, Captain. Your soldiers are listening. He blinks and rises to his full height, letting the grit from the storm trail through his fingers. You're right, that was beneath me. I'm frustrated because I don't know what to do for my people except use our strength to avenge Stalwart on the regent who betrayed us. The chorus can give us that strength, and I faltered. If vengeance is all you seek, then maybe you belong with those bloodthirsty dogs. Don't assume that the rest of us will be joining you. Arentis walks off, shaking his head in disappointment. We are going to make this thing into an army, and we're going to kill all the Scarlet Chorus, and show them that they should join us in our new empire. My apologies for that. Arentis lost as much as anybody in this war, and his reaction is about what I expected. Surrender is a kick in the teeth, but it may be all we have left. Even after you put our fears to rest, which is a green thing, during the Stalwart campaign you halted the Scarlet Chorus conscription efforts to prevent the mass suicides of the locals. The fears of the locals were assuaged, and the Scourge was denied fresh troops. I can't believe that his perspective could be so narrow. The course has proven that they are capable of restraint after all. You warned us about Kairos' edict, so maybe that speaks to your humanity, and my doubts are all baseless. He shakes his head and sighs. It's challenging to tell friend from foe these days. I have led this rebellion since the waning days of the war, but my foes grow more numerous each day that disfavor the chorus, the regents. Now I must ask you, Fatebinder, do you approach this camp as ally or enemy? We have an ally, or you have an ally to the Unbroken here, should you need one. I'm only too glad to hear it. A battlefield can seem a friendless place, even in the company of one's countrymen. He grips your arm and smiles. Welcome to the fight to reclaim Stalwart. As the sons and daughters of Stalwart, the struggle is our heritage. I didn't think you would make it your affair. Enlighten me, Fatebinder. What brings you here? I'm building a coalition of free people to unite against Kairos. I see, his eyebrow twitches. I'm sure you already appreciate that the Unbroken cannot afford to look beyond our borders until Sentinel Stand is taken back. That means bringing an end to the Edict of Storms, he chuckles. No small task. At least we share a common goal. The Unbroken and I are already hatching a plan to breach Sentinel Stand, and you are welcome to join in the glory of our return. All that stands in our way are the Scarlet Chorus forces in the area. They're trying to conscript my soldiers, and damned if they're not a persistent bunch. He turns to the fire beside him and nudges it with a log, sending up a cloud of embers. Our real troubles began with the victory at Sentinel Stand. Instead of facing Kairos' forces in the field of battle, the last regent of Stalwart decided to barricade the keep and look after himself. When Kairos proclaimed the edict, it cursed the regent bloodline for their stubbornness. He tosses another log into the fire and it roars to life. That only prolonged the war and cut us from our home. Stalwart belongs to its people, not some ancient line of inbreds, even if that means siding with the lesser of two evils. Well, let's say I'm not brushing any option off the table, and that includes lending our bronze to the Scarlet Chorus, as despicable as the idea sounds. Don't do that. That's dumb. The Scarlet Chorus are dumb. They're just a bunch of brutes. The Scarlet Chorus are madmen. You cannot join them. I don't exactly have my pick of good choices. Maybe it's better for us to survive alongside those barbarians than die here like dogs. He releases a heavy sigh. Even if we're conscripted into Kairos' army, we could treat it like an opportunity to strike back at the disfavored. I don't blame Arentis for his stubbornness, though. The Scarlet Chorus haven't exactly made the kindest of offers, and I'm not convinced myself. Maybe a sign of their good intentions could help sway our opinions. If we knew with certainty what they wanted that they wanted to take us alive, my women and men would be more inclined to surrender. I'm gonna slap him. Pull yourself together, coward. With every breath you shame your homeland. His head snaps to the side from your blow and he holds it there in stunned silence. Perhaps you're right, but I will not ignore a chance to save my people. See if you fare any better against the chorus than we have. Just don't blame me when they mount your head on their banner or put you through a fortnight of initiation rituals. I'll go kill some Scarlet Chorus, I don't care. It's only Scarlet Chorus. They're not the toughest of soldiers. Shit! I heard something. What did I heard? Oh, it's a secret weapon. It's not a trap. For a second there, I thought it was about to blow up again. Iron Greatsword two-handed is worse than our weapons. So we're just going to put that in our bunk. And by that I mean our chest. And we'll deal with it later. Alright, we have to go kill some Scarlet Chorus now. That's our goal in this.
Can do.
The unbroken soldier folds his arms in a tight knot as you approach. Erentis, formerly the personal guard of Regent Heptia, at least before the war made short work of her, now I run with Matthias and what remains of the true patriots. He offers a curt nod. I'm sure you have plenty to discuss, but right now I'm more worried about the Scarlet Chorus. Our fearless captain wants us to submit to the feral dogs howling at our door. I can't allow that. Joining the Scarlet Chorus is not an option. How can I help? Matthias seems to have lost the confidence and motivation we all once shared. His mood is poisonous, and unchecked it can only soften our entire unit for conscription. There may be a way to rekindle that fire with an artifact that was lost. How good is your stalwart history? In Old Stalwart, it was the custom of regents to carry an artifact of power. One of them wielded a blade called the Dauntless. This was more than a mere weapon, but a rallying symbol that inspired the troops. The Dauntless was lost in a battle near Old Walls. With Kairos' forces and the edict plaguing the realm, the sword is said to lie where it last fell. If you were able to salvage the blade, it might be enough to inspire Matthias and rally the soldiers for our push against the Scarlet Chorus. Even if we all died, we could at least preserve our heritage. He collects himself and exhales. Here, I marked the last known location of the Dauntless on the map. So you don't want us to go kill the Chorus now? I mean, we could do that for you. I mean, they've killed a lot of people, don't get me wrong. But so have I. I've killed like hundreds of people. Literally hundreds of people have died before me. There's only like 5 of them. Hi guys. If you want to talk, our gang leader Jagged Remedy is just south of here. I don't really want to talk. Kinda want to kill you, but I don't think I can. I guess we actually have to follow through with this whole shindig.
Stay out of sight.
Well, I'm gonna loot your stuff since you're not hostile towards me anyways. It's not my ideal way of solving the situation, but I'll take free loot. There's another camp up here as well. Hi guys. I'm not going to go talk to your boss. I don't care enough about him right now. No, there's nothing over here. That's unfortunate. We're not going to go to their camp yet. We have to go do this disfavored thing first. Infested old... That sounds bad. Anything that starts with infested anything is usually not a great idea. I'm guessing there's going to be Bane here. Probably a lot of Bane here. Wow, what a shocker. I can't believe how right I was. A couple wisps are not a big deal, though. That one's almost dead. I want you to give my weapon some oomph. What are you doing? Oh, that was a good lightning bolt. Could you possibly do that for me, please? Or not. Wait. Yeah. Why can't I do it on him? Why not? How about this one then? Well, that's dumb. What's the point of the spell if I can't use it? Move over here. I want to try this out. Maybe we're just not close enough.
Not.
Does it have to be out of combat, maybe? Is it specifically his weapon that can't be enchanted? Nobody's weapon can be enchanted. Her own weapon can. Oh, it's a self-only. They're both self-only. Oh, that sucks. That's stupid. Why would I ever want that? I'm gonna have to redo her spells. I should have read that better. That was my own fault.
That would rattle me hard.
If I had
I'm just gonna give her better combat spells then. Some more lightning bolts or fireballs and stuff.
Let's be off.
There's a hell of a lot of corpses here. And a lot of scourges coming up. We're going to take 2 seconds just to do her spells over again. And it won't take me too long. We could probably just copy a bunch of them over. Slightly lesser versions of them though. We can just actually, you know what? Distant impact. We'll give her a fireball, some intensity, and what was that other one? There's a strength increasing one. Bleeding, piercing, frostfire. None of those. This one's what I want. The one that makes it jump. Makes it too high. Okay, less strong, but jumpy for now. We'll give her more lore later. And then this one is going to be... That's healing. This one is going to be that unsettled core that we had before. And it's pretty much as powerful as it's going to be. In fact, it is as powerful as it's going to be, I think. I can make it a tiny bit better, I guess. Okay. Done. Good enough.
Graven
Oh, that's a lot of dudes.
Send me your
Let's back up.
champion.
Let's get these couple, because there's a hell of a lot more.
Feast my iron. It's a hit.
Okay, that guy's dead. Somebody leveled up. Barik leveled up. Good job, Barik. You got that Scourge, right? Yeah, you should be fine. I'll take care of this wisp.
On it.
That healing is intense. Did you see that? That was a pretty good amount of healing. That bouncy healing is so good. Now there's a monstrous army of Bane coming up.
On the lookout.
Like there are 2 Malices, 3 Scourges in this upcoming army. The Malices are tough, but I think we should be able to do this. Let's update Barik first, though, some accuracy. Let's grab him. He can't quite get his final ability, which is Shield of Suffering, but we can give him another taunt. Eventually he's going to run out of good talents to get. Probably Vigilant Protector, I think. No, we'll go with the taunt, sorry. Sorry, Barik, you're going to go with the taunt instead. Let's quick save. We're going to go in. It's only a bunch of Bane. We should be okay. Let's get our armor on ahead of time. Alright, here we go. We are going to go all out against the Scourge first of all.
I'll omit that from the record.
Ooh, leg spike for some reason. It's happening every once in a while. It's kind of annoying. How do I do this big heal thing? Oh, you don't have the heal. Oh, good. Our fearful leader has it. Wait, why are you? Oh, you're feared as well. Well, that's bad news. Whenever you want to get back under my control, that would be super. Oh, good. We're back. Okay. Do you have a healing potion? How did that thing not die? Oh, it's this one. There we go. So there's 2 Scourge left alive.
On it.
Let's go hit this one hard. Yay, I'm back to full. Well, not full, but half-ish. Fireball on those
Do you
ones.
think it will help?
Oh, he's down. We don't have a res currently. Although we are going to start working on that soon. So let's focus on being him. Oops, wrong person. You can fight. Give him Unsettled Core.
As you command.
And then healing. That was badly injured. Near death. Let's go heal him. Oh, he's gonna die. Does he have a healing potion? Oh, yes, he does. Good.
Well-placed hit.
Alright, things are looking up. We only have 1 Malice left. We have a Fireball on the
take
table.
care of
It's badly injured already. We don't really have much healing left. We do have this.
Apologies, but I can't do that.
Yes, you can. I know for a fact you can.
At once.
And there we go, we won. No big deal. Main character took a bit of a punishment, but that's
Graven
okay.
Ash protects.
Can't win every fight, I guess. Now, there are a million bodies to loot. So we're going to kind of be watchful for good stuff. Although there hasn't been a whole lot left. That's the sword. Obviously. It's glowing. It looks like the sword in the stone, so... I mean, just by default, you can tell what it is. Let's quick save in case a big enemy comes out of it. Is a one-headed masterwork sword right off the bat. With Stalwart Surge. Oh man. I want to use it. As your hand touches the hilt of the sword, a rush of sensation courses up your arms as if you had dunked them in warm water. The feeling is at once calming and overwhelming and leaves you breathless. Dauntless. I saw the blade carve up too many friends during the Stalwart campaign. The locals rallied around it, sang anthems when it was drawn. It's every bit as meaningful to the Unbroken as Sentinel Stand. I've seen plenty of decorative copies in my time, but this is genuine. The Bane would not have gathered around a mundane imitation. It's the real Dauntless. Deftly snatching a quill from his parchment, Lantry begins to sketch the sword. You'll need to hold on to it for posterity's sake, naturally. As you grow accustomed to the sword's weight, your thoughts are drowned by a perpetual buzz of voices, fragments of inspiring speeches, glorious battle cries, and anticipation of triumph to come. The feeling subsides as quickly as it struck. Dauntless pulses in your hand, its potential desperate for release. Your perspective is divided between holding a sword and holding a living symbol. The distinction at times grows hazy. Barik, how do you want a new sword? For at least the time being. Oh, that is fancy looking. I hope I get to keep it. I'm going to use it to lead them to
Graven
battle.
Ash protects.
Wow, this is the ultimate sort of FU to the Unbroken, though. We took their sword, their special sword that they rallied around, right? Gave it to a disfavored who they'd spent countless lives trying to defend their land from. That is just pure shittiness right there. That is cold-blooded. I mean, we've done some cold-blooded things, stabbing a man with his own sword, but taking like a living icon of their people and just being like, hey, you know who's going to wield this? Your worst enemy. Hope you don't mind. Savage. That's what that is. Alright, so we're back. We're going into Trapper's Junction. I'm hopefully going to be able to keep this sword, because I really kind of want it. It's a nice sword. Maybe we should talk to the chorus first. Maybe they have a quest for us as well. Before we go doing anything weird. And also we should probably level up Barik. We should take him to the trainer. There's quite a few guys here. And some loot. Hey guys, I'm just going to borrow your stuff. Don't mind me, it's just a temporary thing. I'll give it back one day or something. You didn't even loot the bodies properly. There's 4 people dead here that have loot. You guys suck at looting bodies. What's this? Armor and supplies clearly belonging to the Unbroken are strewn about. It's hard to tell if the recent accents are from blood or chorus war paint. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, Jagged Remedy, what do you got? You hear a Scarlet Chorus gang boss talking among his recruits. He doesn't seem to notice you yet. What's going on here? He draws himself up and blinks at you. A Fatebinder of Entrapper's Junction, eh? You're awfully far from Tinon's court, little one. I don't care to draw Tinon's wrath to this gang if I can avoid it, so take this as your only chance to leave with your organs intact. He offers a dismissive wave and turns away. Fine jerk, I'm gonna slaughter your whole friggin' army. I like killing people. It makes me happy. It's why I wake up in the morning. Wake up, brush my teeth, kill people, brush my teeth again, because blood splatter. Oh, you found Dauntless. Go show it to Mateus. If he tries to take it from me, I may have to kill him. No, I'll probably give it back, but I do want to keep it. I'm going to rest, because I have a feeling we're going to be at war soon, and I don't want wounds going into battle. Wounds are a terrible, terrible thing to go into battle with. It's enough that I contend with my own misgivings about the chorus. Arentis only makes me doubt further. Mateus frowns and pinches the bridge of his nose. What can I do for you? I've come to lead us all into battle with a new weapon. His wary composure turns to curiosity. No, you couldn't be speaking of that myth Arentis has been going on about. Unsheathed Dauntless, I've recovered the lost blade of the regions. His eyes widen, and the exhaustion that wore him down is replaced by a mixture of fascination and disbelief. It's the Dauntless. By thunder, I never thought I'd see the region's blade shine in battle again. He reaches out to touch the blade and then withdraws his hand. The blade of our people. No, I shall not let that memory die. Determined, Mateus reaches into his pouch and produces a great horn, ornate and ancient. We shall fight then, Fatebinder. He presses the horn to his lips, and with a boom that shakes the canyon walls, the horn rings out throughout. We have quite an army, more than enough to take on the Scarlet. We carry the Dauntless, the blade of our ancestors. There's hope for Stalwart yet. Raising his own blade high, Mateus calls out to his troops. Form up and rush the Scarlet Chorus dogs. Their tyranny of numbers is ended. We have a nation on our side. God, oh man, guys, you're doing this wrong. Don't give up your defensive points. Remember your defensive points.
Won't happen.
Don't split up. Why are you splitting up? Don't. Oh my god, you guys all suck at battle. Okay, it's okay. You know what? You'll be fine. I'm sure running into battle separate ways is not going to end poorly for you at all. You guys gotta let my guys pass, because otherwise I can't help you. Crap, I'm stuck. Okay, move. You there. Good. There's a near guy's almost dead. You move into his place. There we go. Alright, here we go. I missed, I think. Hey, can you do your special thing? What does that do? Sure, do that.
I got it.
There we go. That's the Dauntless thing. Yeah. That guy's dead. You guys fight all that. I'm gonna fight this. That worked out well. We have thrust now. I have a feeling the Skyblade's gonna die soon, but as long as you can hold them off for a couple seconds while I take that guy out. Fight that one.
Will do.
There's another Skyblade down there, and an Armiger. I don't know what that is. We should probably kill this Blood Chanter off. It's making us feared, and that's annoying me. Lantry, no, don't die. Heal yourself, damn it. Do you have a potion? No, of course not. Do you have a heal? No, you don't have a heal. Wait a minute, I thought I gave her a heal. I totally gave her a heal. Heal him right now.
I suppose.
Kill that guy right now. Don't use your big attack. There we go. Okay, let's go take care of this dude. This Scarlet Horse is annoying me. Scarlet Fury, whatever.
That attack didn't work.
Oh, oh, that hit. Just cleaved her in half, basically. Alright guys, we're gonna come help you out here. There's an almost dead
Right.
horde here. And the last group is down south. Let's quick save here, because I think we can. Technically, we're still in combat, I guess.
I got it. Sorry, can't.
Where's my last character? Why isn't she down here too? Wait, where are all my... Barik! What the f... Get down here. Dude, your one final push is alone. Do you not realize that? Oh, man. Whatever. We're going in. I'm not fighting Jagged Remedy. I'm just gonna go take on the Scarlet Furies. Moving into the fight. Okay, good hit. Good hit. Solid first hit.
Right.
I'm on fire. That's fine. Low fire never hurt anybody. Except everybody. Yeah. That's what I want to do. Jesus, she is wasting me. It's because I'm on fire and it's really annoying.
Have your head. This weapon is entirely.
I missed it? Guy, come on, dude. That dude named Pyre is really annoying.
Will do.
I guess his name's Pyre, so it makes a bit of sense, but still super annoying. Heal my character. Can you drink another potion? Try and heal him? Now what's going on with this fight? Jagged Remedy's almost dead. Barik, where are you? Are you still not in this fight? Oh my god. Okay. Taunt that guy. Sweet Jesus. Okay. You. Hit that.
Consider it done.
My character's permanently on fire. I hope he levels soon. Because he's about to die nonetheless. Could you heal him? If you have a second? I don't think he's gonna live through this. No. We need to get a resurrection spell. You are waiting on some spells.
If I had kids, I'd be
I
feeling
haven't all of my spells. Spellcasting is blocked. That's bad news. Could they be unblocked soon? Nope. They were unblocked very briefly.
I will break you.
Spells? Can you do spells? No one can do spells. I can do armor, I guess. Why not? It's the only spell I can cast. Because it's a talent, not an art, or not a spell, technically. There we go.
The strongest to me.
Everybody is dead. We killed them all, sorta. Kinda. It didn't work exactly as I planned, but it worked out okay. There have been cleaner fights for sure. Looks like we have some stuff to that might be better than hers, technically. Alright. Ooh, a new sword. Jagged Remedies Thirst, Bloodthirsty, and Armor Penetration 6. That's a lot, actually. Enraged on Kill. Fancy. It's not as good as, our sword, though, most likely. No, not even close. Jagged Remedies Orders. This missive is written in shaky but impassioned scrawl that left deep creases in the parchment. Remedy. The Unbroken have been most troublesome for Ash and his inbred legion. Invite as many of their number to join our song as you can. Pay special attention to their leader, Mateus, and bring him to cacophony in one piece. We know how you love to cut into tendons and play the puppeteer, but humor us this once with your restraint. Your adoring leader.
Let's have it then.
We are going to destroy the chorus. Hey guys, you fought well. Some of the color has returned to Mateus' cheeks. We never would have prevailed without your assistance. There aren't enough words of thanks I can offer. Our victory here should carry into Sentinel Stand as well. You should hold on to Dauntless for your own future battles. Know that Stalwart travels with you, as is my hope to see you again in calmer season. As you have proven yourself, friend, you should know that all our hope rests in taking back Sentinel Stand. Kairos' edict only rages as long as the Regent bloodline persists, which means that Stratus Herodin is still holed up in his fortress. Before we can get to him, we need to breach the arcane winds surrounding the keep. I sent Elia, one of my best, to Rust Canyons. She was looking for the remains of Stalwart's first regent, and an item of power he carried, a steadfast insignia. If my hunch is correct, the insignia is our key to Sentinel Stand. Last I heard of her, Elia had determined that the regent's last known location through our communications, though our communications cut off quickly after that, and I fear the worst. Okay, so she might know where the guy is. What did she discover, and how do the regents factor into this? All the regents were the ruling bloodline of Stalwart, and each of them carried an item of power. All but one died during the war, and their belongings scattered to places unknown. He frowns. It troubles me that so much of Stalwart's history lies in unworthy hands. Of all the regent items, the steadfast insignia is among the most storied and renowned to our people. Ella informed me that she tracked the insignia to a breach in the old walls. I dispatched a team of men, led by Gregos, to the task. We'll need to get inside Sentinel Stand, so I hope you're not afraid of the dark. We'll need it to get inside Sentinel Stand. Tell me where about the insignia. It's a pin that was worn by every first regent that our histories can name. Most recently, Regent Aspison. They wore it pinned to the noble raiment of our highest office, and the sight of that pin flashing on the battlefield galvanized our soldiers to march with pride. I shouldn't read when I'm sick. It's said that those who bear steadfast insignia can trudge forward in the face of impossible odds. If through a battlefield, why not a wind wall? My hope is that it can clear a path to Sentinel Stand Keep. On the other side, we can run a sword through the heart of Stratus Herodin and put an end to this edict. So where do we go? Elia may be in trouble, but the hunt for the insignia points us to the breach in the old walls. I would dispatch you to her aid and march on the insignia myself, but my unit here needs to recuperate, and you're not beholden to take my orders, obviously. I will mark Rust Canyon and the old walls breach on your map. It's crucial that we recover the steadfast insignia, but I'd be remiss if I left a good captain to rot in her fort. Well, let's go get the captain and then we'll get the insignia. It's not a big deal. We can do both. Hey, a few people did survive. I actually thought that everyone had died except for the two leaders. But it looks like we're doing okay. We are for sure out of time on this video, though. So like always,
No can do.
if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. I'm going to take a quick break, get a drink, and then I will start the next one. Take care, everyone, and see you in the next video.